Motion-based or more like drawing-based video games came from this to this. Friends, I'm all about creativity in VR gaming, and that's why this game called War of Wizards caught my attention. It has a really unique motion-based, more like drawing-based gaming system that reminded me of the first Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on PC. In this game, you need to draw pentagrams in the air with your staff in order to cast spells, which made me feel like being a real wizard. In the core, it's a tower defense game where your goal is to protect your tower and destroy the enemy's tower before they destroy yours. The towers are attacked and defended by your minions that you summon with the help of your spells. There's an enemy wizard on the other side that's also trying to defeat you, and you need to use all the spells in your arsenal to win. And there are so many spells to choose from, like a fireball or summoning a dragon, casting a shield, and lots of others. But the unique spell casting mechanics is what really drawn me to this game. Essentially, to cast any spell, you need to accurately draw the pentagram associated with that spell. But it gets more interesting. The accuracy of your drawing defines the power of your spell. After you draw the spell, it's given a rating C, B, A, or S, which is the best, based on how similar your drawing is to the original pentagram. In the menu, you can see the description of each spell and how much damage it will cause based on your drawing's rating. It's very detailed, and I love how much thought they put into this system, and it's quite challenging as well. Drawing these pentagrams mid-battle is much more difficult than you might think, because the enemy wizard keeps shooting spells at you and you need to avoid the hits by physically moving your body and evade the attacks. It turns into a very active game where you're drawing the spells and at the same time you're evading the attacks and try to shoot the enemy. And keep your eyes on the minions to make sure that there's enough of them to advance to the enemy tower. If you get killed, it takes you about 20 seconds to respawn, and during this time you can't cast any spells, which means that your opponent has an advantage because nobody's shooting at them, and they can cast their spells without distractions and help their minions while you're just a helpless ghost. I actually really love how messy this game gets because you get to build your own strategy with the spells that you have. Before the battle starts, you can equip your hand with 4 different spells, which will be different from the spells your opponent chooses. So as you play this game, you're getting more experienced using and drawing these different spells. Another cool feature is when you select a spell, in addition to reading the stats, you can also watch the video of the best way to draw your pentagram and also which effect it has. That way you can learn what the spell is right here before you equip them for the battle, which is super convenient. You can play it as a single player against bots to get some experience, or as an online multiplayer, which is much more difficult in my experience, but also a lot more fun as you're building a strategy against a real player. And there are some anime looking characters that you can choose from. There aren't too many for now, but I really think that they are going to add much more as the game grows. The longer you play it, the more experience you get at drawing your spells, so you feel like you're a real wizard who's mastered his craft. And to keep the game fresh, you can switch the spells to different ones so that you can learn all of them. I really hope that in the future we're going to see some unlockable spells that you will get to use only after you have achieved a certain level. These different unlockables would keep the game more interesting and less repetitive. Right now you can only buy the spells in the Magic Shop. War of Wizards is going to come to standalone Quest 2 very soon, so keep an eye on it, but for now it's available as a Steam VR title, and I highly recommend it if you really enjoy fun and challenging magical duels and would like to feel like a real wizard. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of games, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time!